What's going on, you guys, and welcome back to another video. You know the scene in a vampire movie when the vampire walks in front of a mirror and there's no reflection of himself, but you can clearly see the vampire, but you don't see the vampire in the mirror. Like they're just not there, invisible. And so I compare that to the narcissist and a narcissist personality. The narcissists have a non-existent personality. That's why they have to mimic and copy you, because they have to pretend to be somebody that they want to be. And back then when I was friends with the narcissist, you couldn't tell me that she was the person that I know she is today, because of who she pretended to be for such a long time. That's what kept me drawn to our so-called friendship. But at the same time, deep down inside of me, there was always a frustration that I never really expressed. Now, I probably mentioned it a few times in some older videos. I didn't get like specific on who it was I was talking about, but I was letting you all know that I was frustrated and just feeling drained with someone who just needed so much out of me. And the whole while I wasn't aware that this person who who called themselves my friend was draining me, was draining my whole life out of me, my whole soul. She was pretending to be me. And one of the signs that stuck out to me the most was there was a time at work when, well, first of all, when you're friends with someone and you really think that they're your friend, so there's like just an automatic understanding between the two of you. And there's going to be things that you're going to talk about, and there's going to be things that you're going to expect for them to kind of keep to themselves. It's private. And so you're going to assume that the person, they're going to have a level of respect for you, and they're not going to repeat it to anyone. And so I've been celibate for a very long time. And this is something that she and I discussed, just one of the many conversations that we had. But one thing that I look back at now is that the narcissist got more out of me, to learn more out of me as a person, that I did out of her. Like when I think back now, it's really nothing about her that she was able to tell me about herself. The only thing I learned about her is that everything she portrayed to be was a lie. But back to the thing about celibacy, we talked about this and she knew this about me. So one day we were having a conversation at work with a couple of the coaches, and the subject was, we were talking about sex. But she know that I was celibate. She know that I'm celibate. But they don't, because this is not something that I'm gonna, like share with everybody. Now, I did do a video on it about celibacy. I did a video on it on here. But in the workplace, like, why would I go around and just share this personal information about myself with everybody? Certain things people are just not really ready to talk about. Like, their mind is not on that level of communication yet. And I can respect that. So, for many reasons, including that, I just didn't feel the need to just share that with anybody. And I still don't. But she knew this about me. And when the conversation, they were talking about sex, just guy talk at work. And, we kind of laugh and talk with them. But I was not expecting what, came out of her mouth to come next. And she was like, I'm celibate. And I'm like, no, she's not, because I know, what happened with her over the weekend. So why is she doing this? And I'm looking at her crazy, and it just had dawned on me, like, why is she telling these people this lie about herself? I'm the person who she's really talking about. I'm the person who she's pretending to be, who she wanna be. It dawned on me then, like, and that was like one of the times that I noticed that she was kind of mimicking me and copying something about me. But this time, it really kind of upset me in a moment, and I was, angry. Like, why is she telling these people that she's celibate, and she knows good and well that she's not celibate? What will make her stand up here and do this? So I didn't find nothing funny at all about it, because the guys, they don't want to hear that you're celibate. Like, not these guys, not these dudes. I know, the type of conversations that we had. I know how they are, but I looked at it like she just kind of embarrassed me, because it made me know then that she don't respect anything that we talked about. Like, how many more things have she shared with people about me? Not saying that she was specifically saying that I'm celibate like Felicia. She had took this on like if it's something that she came up with on her own. Like if this something that she decided to be one day. And it was all a lie about herself. And I just was feeling like so drained at that point. Like I am just kind of tired of her copying everything I do. But this here, that was like the breaking point. And that's when I said, yeah, she don't have no respect for me. And she's supposed to be my friend. So that's when I started saying to myself, it's a lot of stuff I'm going to start keeping to myself. Because, that's kind of when the trauma started. When I noticed that she don't respect my privacy. So I know she couldn't really call herself a good, genuine friend, because a real friend don't do things like that. And so that's one thing about the narcissist that it's gonna eventually kind of show itself about them, that they copy everything about you. They don't have their own personality. They don't know how to form a good, they don't have a good vocabulary, know how to form a good conversation with the person, just come up with a topic they don't have a mind of their own. They just don't. And so, and they don't care what it is that they're doing, because she don't have a conscience. She just don't look at it like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have done that because how it made me feel. They don't think like that. All she know is she want to be everything that I am. So that was, like I say, it was the breaking point. And so I decided not to share personal things with her anymore. And this was a couple of months leading up to, to me just kind of almost going no contact with her. So, because y'all know that I still work with her every day, but there's no contact like at all. She's like non-existent to me. I see her, but it's like I see her and I don't see her. That's how I deal with the narcissist. Another thing that I noticed about the narcissist, they don't like to take pictures like her. We went to go take our ID pictures at work, and she didn't want to show her face. She was covering up her face, and the guy was like, you got to uncover your face. It was like he was getting kind of frustrated, like you're talking to a 57-year-old woman who's sitting up here in a chair getting ready to take her ID picture, and she's acting like a child. They don't like the way that they look. They don't like the person who they see when they look in the mirror. So this is one of the reasons that they have to pretend to be somebody else, because they're not happy with who they truly are as a person. They're not. I don't know if they don't like their appearance or just, it's probably just everything about them. Appearance, personality, they don't like anything about themselves. So they have to pretend to be something that they're not. Those are like the number one characteristics about a narcissist. Copying other people, draining other people's energy. So if you all enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And thank you all for watching. I'll talk to you soon.